It's your girl Sassy MC here, and I would like to welcome you to LIB Latest News 231 YouTube channel. LIB Latest News 231 is the place where you can watch all of your political news, entertainment news, and sports news. To stay informed about the latest news, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification button on your screen for more videos from Liberia, Africa, and the world at large.
Political party chairperson, the chair held consultative meeting, so we have come to hear from them about the meeting. First, we kick off with the host of the meeting. Good morning and welcome.
Morning, thank you.
The last time you had Secretary General having meeting with them. Today we have chairperson here. Tell us the intent of today's meeting.
So it's the same, to begin dialogue around the need for peaceful and credible elections. And we believe that Liberians can lead this process and come out of it peacefully and with maximum credibility. The Constitution is clear, the electoral laws are clear, and the parties signed the Farmington Declaration for peaceful election. And so how do we take this forward is to begin to organize these kinds of dialogues, consultative meetings with the parties, so that the parties engage their various constituents and implore them to follow the electoral laws and to give them maximum civic education on what is required to maintain peace in this country. So fortunately, we call 5 political parties. The Liberian People's Party is here, the Liberty Party chairman, and who is also the chairman of the CPP, and the chairman of the Unity Party, the chairman of the All Liberian Coalition Party. The chairman of the CDC was invited. He confirmed that he was coming, but unfortunately we didn't see him, and we didn't receive any excuse as well. But we are happy that the discussion went very well, and these are parties that have expressed commitment to peaceful election. And they want us to take this forward, to have this meeting again with the presence of the CDC, since the CDC is the ruling party and the CDC is a significant player. And so we want the Liberian people to be assured that this process is going to continue and that it will remain a Liberian initiative led by Liberians in the interest of national development, in the interest of credible election, and in the interest of peace. So you can speak to the chairperson. We'll start with Chairman Tapper. You want to be the first?
Well, thank you very much. Let me, on behalf of my colleagues, thank Dr. Yen for this very national major step of bringing political activists, especially chairpersons, to the table for us to discuss the peaceful election and a violent-free election, and I want to commend him for that. I want to thank also Chairman Ability, LPP Chair, and of course Chairman Dolly for also yielding to this call. Look, this is our country. We are Liberians. We are a sovereign country that must take responsibility to protect the peace and development of our country. And that's why we are happy that Dr. Yen have taken that step. And as Unity Party Chairman, you know, all these things that are happening, we are the central nerve of attack from CDC. And no matter the provocation, we are committed to the Farmington Declaration. We are committed to making sure that our people do not run away from this country because of political competition. We will ensure, we want to assure the Liberian people, Unity partisans, and those who support the rescue mission. We want to show the Liberian people that the Unity Party will proceed in a very peaceful manner. And I'm happy that my opposition-friendly political parties are here. They all have agreed to support this peace initiative, and we are committed to that. We're going to take some major steps going forward to demonstrate that we are not just saying this, but that CDC is not an enemy. They are just a political competitor. We will make sure that Liberians will have a peaceful election, and no one's going to plug this country into violence because of political competition. That's an assurance that we can give the Liberian people.
Mr. Tabe, I'm concerned you just from having, my name is Jai, and I write for Front Page Africa. And I'm concerned you just have from having meeting the last time we were here about the messages being propagated out there to the fewer partisans. And looking at the message being provided is that is more of a conflict issue because about antagonizing personality. What was all discussed in the meeting that you think you carrying back to the party in terms of message?
Well, we are in a political contestation, as I said. We want to unseat CDC because we feel that the country is heading in the wrong way. But that doesn't make our enemy. We have a country to build, young people to provide jobs and give them hope. We have come to the call of that again, encouraging all the political actors to make sure that our country will not plunge into violence because of elections. And we have committed ourselves to that. We even committed other things that I can't say as opposition people, but you're going to see our action. Our action will speak louder than words going forward.
My name is Ansu V.S. Dole, National Chairman of the All Liberia Political Party and a signatory to the Accra Peace Accord. And the reason why we have to bring that is that Liberia needs peace. Election is temporary, is an event, but Liberia is a process to move forward. And so I want to thank Dadonye for this invite, and I can tell you that the entire opposition political party that is present here have agreed that we want a peaceful election. We want to talk to each other. As Chairman Tape said, the ruling party is not an enemy to us. We are in the race like a football match, and the whistle will be blown and there will be a result, and that result should be peaceful. And we should start attacking each other here, there, and yonder. And we have agreed to that, and the process will go forward, and we have a big confidence between and among our partisans, and this is exactly what we are doing. So I want to thank you very much.
Yeah, I listened to Mr. Tabe and say certain things you discuss at political institution. It could be a collaboration you discuss.
Well, we'll keep that to our chest moment.
Okay, let's talk to
Chairman.
Thank you very much, and I'd like to commend my colleagues for agreeing to be with us today. I think you guys are aware, if you follow the news, especially if you see what our presidential candidate has done. Has visited political parties' offices to tell them that we are one. We are fighting to make sure Liberia is swept from the mentality of violence. He visited the EPP office, he visited the CDC office, and also he didn't stop there. Recently, we visited CDC to sympathize with the 3 ladies that died out of accident, to tell the citizens that look, we all are one. We are fighting to make sure we can make Liberia a better place for all of us. And we thank our doctor, young doctor, who took courage to represent people who have been mediating events to make sure Liberia can become a good place. He invited all of us, and I commend him for that, and I hope all of us can continue to do what is best for us. That is, to make sure we remain non-violent. Let us respect the agreement we signed. Let us respect the spirit of non-violence to ensure that after election we will accept the results. If there will be issues, there will be concerns, go to the courts and lay the complaint and do not get involved in violence. So we say thank you to my colleagues for being here today, and we hope to continue the dialogue to ensure that there will be peace after the election.
I'm concerned. You said, following the death of the 3 girls from the CDC, you guys went at the headquarters to sympathize with the CDC. The Alternative National Congress / someone would say the CPP, they had some shocking news. We didn't see you there.
Sorry, sir, I didn't mention it, but in fact we signed a book of condolence. Yesterday we were there.
Okay, let's talk to the CPP chairman. Mr. Benedict.
Thank you. I think my colleagues have said the same thing. Dr. Yang, thank you for this meeting. And like the chairman of the Unity Party have said, we want to try to put Liberia first and make sure that we respect the fact that we're going to an election, so we can disagree. But most importantly, we must make sure that there is peace. We have discussed some things as confidential, which is not for the public. But what is for the public is that we have agreed that we will work for peace, that we will make sure that this election remains non-violent, and that we will collaborate in terms of sharing information, sharing and standing by each other when there's violence against humanity. That's why the CDC was also impacted, so that when there's violence against CDC to all, we can stand with them. Just as there was violence against the Unity Party, we stand with them. And so we will continue to do that, so that at the end of the day, we take care of our country. It's 20 years. This is an important year. It's been 20 years since we had peace in this country. We cannot allow ourselves to slap back to war on the 20th anniversary of peace in our country. We don't want to play out over that kind of situation. So we're all in agreement, and there are a series of meetings coming up under Dr. Nyen's auspices, that we have committed to fully work with him to make sure that there is peace, and that we identify areas where there's potential threat to peace, and then we all work together to make sure that is there.
Quickly, let me just make one comment. We have made a public statement that any member of LPP that goes out there to commit violence will make sure to not only send you to the authorities for prosecution, but will make sure to remove you from the party.
Yeah, Mr. President, my concern, how do you intend that this message reach out to the people from CPP or ANC and that of the Liberty Party?
Through you, that's why you're here.
And then one question, one final question. We saw the SG of CDC to the party headquarters after signing the book of condolence. It made one message, a concern. He said that if the CDC will consider a collaboration with the ANC and the CPP, will be 2019 to see 2029 to see how they can support them for the presidency.
Well, once people become animals, a Liberian die, another Liberian decide to go and speak to that person. Gentlemen, you all let do each other favor.
But I have a specific question.
No, but he went to sympathize with us for the death of our chairman. Anybody can go. Councillor Bongo went to sympathize with the CDC. What's wrong with that? How you twist that around to make it look that there is collaboration? So are you saying that if Monrovia were in the meeting today, so it means that we came to either negotiate our surrender or his surrender? No, what we are saying here is, let's take politics out of humanity. Somebody passed away. Anybody is welcome to the ANC headquarters to speak to us. And if you want to interpret that to be whatever, that's up to you. But he went there to stare us nama, and we appreciate that. And anybody who goes there to say that, we will appreciate that. For me, I'm not going to, you like it, you can say you want to do anything like that. I want that business.
And he spoke about the possibility of the CDC supporting the CPP in 2029.
I know that somebody who looking at 2029. We are in 2023. After this election, forget about 2029. Everything is going to change in 2029.
Okay,
2023 is the election. If he say you want to support on 2029 can't, we'll wait for that, but I think
Yeah, that was your question.
Okay, I'm Darius Kanga and I report for OKFN. My question goes to Dr. Yang. I'm concerned, and LIBERIA as wondering, we have less than 50 days to election.
Yes.
What the fear, and you decide to consistently organize a dialogue between political parties?
The fear is the risk of violence in these elections. We saw what happened in the first week of campaigning. Campaigning started August 5. You saw the provocative action of the CDC, which was roundly condemned, even by members of their own party. And then you saw a week later the violence between the CDC and the Unity Party in the Congo Town area. And then just last week, there was a report from Limba County of someone being killed out just during the same campaigning period. And the person that was killed only because they disagreed with another person on partisan grounds. And so we don't want this to continue. because as they happen over time, they tend to escalate into bigger political conflicts. And so we don't want that to happen. We want to protect the peace. This country is still being categorized as a fragile country, despite 20 years of peace. We have serious situation of underdevelopment and poverty. What we need to do is to have peaceful and credible elections, to have a government that is legitimate and popularly accepted across the country, and then that government be given the chance to deliver prosperity and development. But we cannot do this if we are fighting violently. We can debate, we can disagree. We can disagree with each other, debate, proffer alternative policies, but it shouldn't reach to the point where we throw stones and then where we take sticks for each other. Because at the end of the day, you don't know who's going to lose their life, who's going to lose properties, and how we're going to affect our national development and the course of the trajectory of our peace process if we do not organize credible and peaceful elections. Elections are everything in a democracy. Even though all other aspects of democracy are important, but elections are always very crucial because they are contentious. And so much go into organizing elections. The National Election Commission was talking about 65 million or so just for this election. And so you don't want to waste that. So this is why I thought it was important to begin to have these dialogues. And the parties have been so generous with their time. Generous came, and now the chairman, Chairman Bility is contesting in Nimba County. But then he had to attend this meeting. He's heading a very big party. He had to leave other activities, all of them. Chairman Dolly, Chairman Tizeze, they are heading big parties. They left there to come and attend this meeting. So it demonstrates that they are serious about this thing. And then Chairman Molu was also invited, and he committed to come in. Unfortunately, we did not see him. And so because of that, we are going to engage him differently. And then the parties have also agreed that we'll meet. After this meeting, we are going to continue this process, and then we'll meet the standard bearers as well, just to boost public confidence in this process and to assure the people that the parties are committed to peace and they are committed to all of the declarations that have been signed, including to the principles of the Constitution.
Yeah. Before my colleagues come in, do you have a plan for inviting the National Election Commission chair in one of these meetings?
Well, not necessarily. They are too busy. They are the referees. Maybe we could have a meeting with them, but they are very busy at this stage. Organizing election is a massive logistics, and it takes months to deploy that logistics. So I don't think the election commission is not a party in this process. They are the referee, they are the umpire. So they can continue with the work they are doing. Maybe at some stage we might just meet them to ask them about the state of preparation. So for now, let them do the work they are doing. We want to engage with the parties that are competing for this process.
One final question for me to the Chairman Bility. Many are concerned since the commencement of campaign activities, your candidate, Alexander Cummings, started to tour districts within Monrovia County. You are yet to be seen behind him, and there is a photo that took rounds on social media where you're standing in the midst of seditions, people wearing CDC t-shirts. It's being alleged that you're partly campaigning for the CDC in Nimba County.
CDC campaigning for me in Nimba County, and I accept that. As I'm almost like a senator candidate, and by the way, your picture is correct. There are citizens in my district that support me, and I take pride in that. And I go everywhere, campaign for my party, my standard bearers everywhere. We have a strategy, and that strategy requires that you saw the CPP campaign team. You realize that my responsibility falls in you. You didn't read that, then you're asking them for much around. When we give your paper out there, we give it to you so that you can digest it. We have laid out our campaign strategy. In that strategy, it says Musa Belede has oversight over Nimba. So why are you asking me to be Monrovia?
And not closer with Tapet, the vice president, the former vice president is back in country. Before you could leave, or before when you were away, there was news that you were taking a wheelchair. We saw some video footage. What do you have to say towards that?
Well, these are the provocation that we have always been highlighting. Our senator as well. We want to win these elections. United Party is going to win these elections. Don't stop creating stories that are not there. the former vice president, our standard bearer. He went to Ghana at the invitation of regional leaders. He back into the country. Liberians everywhere must know that former Vice President Boakai and the Senate Bureau United Party is healthy, is well, and no cause for alarm. He's okay.
So I want to ask you a question. You just said just now that you saw him in wheelchair. You saw him in wheelchair.
No. I said
It was alleged.
it was alleged on social media that he was
He
taking.
saw the tape. You see the way
No, the final question from my end. You talked about you are invited, which institution invited the former vice president?
Oh, well, I can discuss that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I tell you guys.
I mean, you see the menu.
Hi, it's your girl Sassy MC here, and I would like to welcome you to LIB Latest News 231 YouTube channel. LIB Latest News 231 is the place where you can watch all of your political news, entertainment news, and sports news. To stay informed about the latest news, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification button on your screen for more videos from Liberia, Africa, and the world at large.